Doing what you thought was your civic duty and then being targeted by the Attorney General for 2.5 years, who had all the resources of the state to have it tossed out because the judge says, you're wrong. You're not a good lawyer. What you're doing here is absolutely wrong. It was a vindictive political prosecution. I don't know how else you would look at it at this point. Marian Sheridan, one of those folks that was targeted by all of this, co-founder of the Michigan Conservative Coalition, a two-time elector, 2020 and 2024. She joins me now. Marian, nice to have you on the program.
Good morning. Thanks, Steve, for having me.
So I'll bet you slept pretty well last night.
Yes, I did. You know, I just want to explain, if I can just have a moment to,
Absolutely.
with the radio audience, to summarize this so that they can easily understand. It's like 16 of us electors met and signed an alternate slate. I actually, in a press conference the very next day, speak about it as a backup or a lifeboat. Dana Nessel took the word alternate, and flipped it to fake, and then fed that to the media, who put it on steroids throughout the nation that we were a fake elector slate. And we were not. We were a backup. We were an alternate slate. And at one point, Judge Kristen Simmons, even wisely in the court, asked the prosecutors to stop using the terms fake or false electors, because you wouldn't go to court and call the defendant a murderer in a murder trial. So I so appreciate her wisdom, and I think she got it quite quickly what was going on.
Yeah, it's interesting. Your conservative coalition sent out a statement after the decisions. Two of Michigan's most outspoken foes, the Democrat Party and Michigan Conservative Coalition's directors, were among the 15 defendants freed today. The judge seems to have this dialed in quite well. But here's where Nessel really, I think, stepped in it yesterday. We were just on about it with David Coleman, one of the attorneys. I spoke about this with Michonne Maddock earlier as well. Here's what Dana Nessel said during that. I mean, she was just visibly angry, I think is a fair way to put it. They lied. They knew they lied. And they tried to steal the votes of millions of Michiganders. And if they can get away with this, well, what can they get away with next? Is this not a malicious prosecution? Is this not libel? Is this not, defamation? And if it is, because if it were me and the Attorney General had just lost a case so embarrassingly and came out and said these things about me, I would not sit idly by. What say you?
Well, it is like such fabrication on her end as far as the whole thing. Because like I say, we were not fake electors. We were alternate electors. Democrats did this in the JFK Nixon election, and they actually used the alternate slate in Hawaii. So this isn't, and it's often, I think in 2016, the Democrats submitted an alternate slate because they didn't believe that Donald Trump really won the election. No one prosecuted these people. Dana Nessel actually shopped for a prosecutor who would charge us. She went to Ingham County, and Ingham County prosecutor said, there's nothing here. Then she went to the DOJ, and Biden's DOJ said there's nothing here to charge these people on. And then she took it upon herself then to charge us with 8 felonies, which cumulatively would have come to 84 years. It was beyond a disturbing thing to go through. Besides, yes, the defamation. I have relatives who won't speak to me. I have friends who are very cold to me. I've been debanked. There's just
whoa, stop right there. You were debanked by whom?
Charles Schwab.
Debanked you?
Yeah.
They made it so you could no longer work at Charles Schwab with your money. Do you have that in writing?
Yes.
I think you have more than one case. I'm no lawyer, but if I got debanked because of an accusation, what happened to innocent until proven guilty? Charles Schwab.
Yeah, it's and from now on, for eternity, anytime anyone Googles one of our 15 names, we will come back attached to these criminal charges, even though we were found totally innocent.
Totally innocent. The
So,
judge, I mean, so my question is simply this. It's pretty clear from the comments from Michonne Maddock and her husband that they're going to pursue possibly both civil and criminal action against the Attorney General. David Coleman seemed to indicate just moments ago, and his client was Hank Choate, that they are preparing sometime in 30 to 60 days to pursue civil and potentially criminal action against the Attorney General. What say you?
I'm sure all the electors, especially in the aftermath of this, are suffering from the tens of
Stress.
thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, that it each cost us personally to defend ourselves against these bogus charges. But here's the thing that I think it's important that we all need to consider and get through is we are being civilly sued. We have a civil lawsuit that we are working our way through also, that was filed by a few of the Biden electors for what
So you'll get through that.
I,
So here's what I need to
yeah.
ask, and I'm out of time here for today. Love to have you back anytime, Marian. But I'm wondering, because there's 15 of you, and I don't know how it works. I'm not a lawyer. Is there a class action lawsuit, and the 15 people being the class that can go after the Attorney General? I have to leave it there. Thank you for your time. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. What a story. I'll be back with final thoughts after this.